God, Beast Coast draft looks so good already. I like the Kunkka band too. I mean, that's something that's very strong against the Invoker. Maybe they're thinking of running Lestrak in the off lane, and again, the support Slardar here, but now there's not a lot of big counters to the Invoker out of the mid lane.
No, there's not.
You could go TA. The Slar TA combo is also very strong. They're out of reserve time, I just realized. Thunder Predator has no time at all.
Yeah, 1 second left. They used all of it the start of this game, and they didn't really pick any interesting or unique heroes, and they did a lot of good heroes through this draft themselves. I mean, you ban out the Spectre at the start, no-brainer. Night Stalker, Batrider, Clockwork all gotten rid of, which are backline killers. There's the Drow Ranger I mentioned at the start. When you see the Void Spirit and the Wisp band out first, you basically know that's what it's going to be, and they ended up letting it through.
It's so good here too, because you can tell Thunder Predator with what they have left, or with this Mars pick, you need to pick something that does well against the Mars. Sven's not bad because, you know, he has Cleave, which is good harassment. You have the stun. You have Undying here. They're just out of time. Thunder Predator. Yeah, there's the TA. Okay, so it's like, I think Slar TA is their only combination they can go for here.
Yep. But even still, at this point, you struggle to get onto the back line. Drow Ranger can fairly easily get away from TA. You have to get through the Mars and the Snapfire as well, and they can pick another hero here that's got to save. They have a lot of options to round this draft out here on Beast Coast. Thunder Predator, they need something that gets onto the back line a little bit easier. And I'm not sure what it's going to be. They banned out several of the heroes themselves that were good at doing that. You could have had Clockwork run at Drow. That would have been great. And you can't have Tusk for some reason as well.
They need a 1 position. That's what they're picking. They're looking for their safe lane here.
God,
because it's definitely supports Slardar off lane Lestrak. So they just need a 1 that beats Mars and can get on the backside of the fight. But I don't know what exactly that's going to be.
Well, Spectre's already banned out in the first phase, so that's not an option. There's Phantom Assassin, which pairs up very well with the Slardar, but I feel like that's a little bit slower than the draft that they want to run here on Thunder Predator. I'm not sure what you can grab that runs fast enough with the rest of your lineup. Is the Phantom Lancer got classic down to the Drow?
Probably the PA is the next ban. I honestly think Beast Coast, there's no reason to let it through and risk it, because it is still good against the Mars. It has a decent lane. Paired with the Undying, no problem at all. And then it is still a hero that you have to consider when you're playing a Drow Ranger, because it is easy to get on top of you until you have that Hurricane Pike.
Ricky.
Yes.
It is Radiant's ban.
The hero, not the guy.
Oh. Yeah, why not? Yeah, there's the PA ban.
Yeah, it's gotta be Ricky.
No
Ricky,
way, dude.
Come on. Give
nah.
us a Ricky. Thunder Predator, you gotta do it.
I mean, I'd be down for it. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think any hero... I don't think people play it is the problem. Not many people play that hero.
Gotta be Ricky, man. It's the only thing that's gonna round out this draft properly. It's the only thing that's gonna play fast enough.
Anti-Mage. Oh, boring. I think Anti-Mage was the pick here.
Anti-Mage for Thunder Predator? No, I think that plays too slow because they got the Templar Assassin as well. Templar and AM, they generally don't really like playing together. They've got different styles and speed. Same goes with like Slaughter and Leshrac. Undying, you want to go for early towers. In fact, I think Faceless Void has a little bit of that problem. Yes, if you get a great Chronosphere, you're laughing. You have decent setup afterwards, like with a lot of Leshrac's abilities. You can get a couple of zombies on top of them with the Undying. But the Faceless Void, I think it was the last thing with a little bit of a jump on a carry that could have gotten onto Drow Ranger there, because they banned out. They got rid of Spectre themselves. Phantom Lancer gone, Phantom Assassin gone. Ricky would have been one of the solutions, but
and you have Lifestealer and Fest already gone too. I don't know, man. I would have been okay with the Anti-Mage. It pretty much destroys the Mars lane, and I don't think it would be that slow if your TA has like a good lane, which she should against the Invoker, and you should have enough space, but it looks like, I mean, Faceless Void's not going to be bad. The problem is the few times we've seen Faceless Void into the Drow Ranger, it has not gone well for Faceless Void. It's really hard to chrono the Drow Ranger when you have 4 staffs. She typically, it just has a good, as long as you have good positioning on Drow, which is like the only thing that matters on a Drow Ranger, you shouldn't get caught by the chrono.
Interesting. That makes it even harder for them.
Yeah, how do you kill anyone in Chrono now?
I mean, they're just gonna throw out. I mean, they have to play around Templar Assassins BKB, right? I mean, they have way too many spells, way too many ways to kite them. Arena, all of Invoker's kit, what Stinger's got, and now every time a BKB comes out from Tau, Schofield, he's just gonna press Winter's Curse onto him until all the charges are gone. I
Yeah.
think that was a fairly good way to round the draft off, as well as just being able to throw somebody a cold embrace during the Chronosphere as well. It's decent at shoving out lanes too. So if you do start winning on Thunder Predator, they're going to be able to hold their high ground quite well.
Yeah, that was one of the things they were definitely lacking on Beast Coast is wave clear. Like this Winter Wyvern pick legitimately checks every single box for their draft.
Yep.
This is a fantastic final pick here by Beast Coast. And once again, I'm in a favor Beast Coast in this draft. I just, there's too much synergy between their heroes, and I don't think their lanes are going to go very bad.
Mm-hmm.
The TA is the big question mark. You know, can Tau on this mid lane TA, you know, crush KXY and start making space for Kataro on the Faceless Void?
Well, you really liked the TA in this matchup, right?
Yeah,
I think
it's
very good.
It's definitely TA favored for sure.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think it was a lot harder back when Forge Spear was a bit more common, right? You end up just burning through all the TA's armor and their fraction charges that much quicker, but it's difficult in 2020.
That is true. And of course, you can't, you know, tornado off the refraction, so it makes it just a little bit more difficult to deal with her. And I think in this game and in most games, you want to go the Quaswex Invoker, not the Exhort.
Because that's the name of the game, especially against a Leshrac, is you're playing the stall game for the first little bit, and you can't be taking farm off the map from the Drow Ranger, so you're going to be throwing out the tornadoes and the EMPs onto him, so he can't shove out these towers. It kills on your allies. Every time he wants to commit for something, you're going to be able to slow him down. Same goes for TA, being able to burn that refraction. The mana he has to use refraction feels very good. But, let's go. Oh, okay. Ringing of Basilius, Snapfire, on supports in general. Are you yes or are you no?
Against Undying and her, is it Undying here? I guess against Leshrac and +1. I'm not sold on this actually. I'm not a big fan of this in this lane.
Okay. I think that it usually depends on who your ally is, and he with the Ranger. Ooh, Sladen is actually taking a lot of damage. I'm not sure they're gonna be able to grab him though.
MJZ is here a split earth as well. I mean, the Undying, they could try and turn it around if he gets more decays, but long cooldown. Oh my goodness, that cookie. MJZ goes down. First blood going to Tomato, and they're gonna chase for Sacred. I don't know if they can get in range for that cold snap. He's almost there, hovering on the edge, but it's not gonna happen.
They don't get in range for the cold snap, but they do manage to zone him out so they can take that bounty rune up on that triangle. So that's going to be 3 of them going the way of Beast Coast.
That and First Blood's a great way to start the game, especially since the First Blood goes to your Drow Ranger. So her starting items now, Fairy Fire and a Wraithband recipe coming out.
Yeah, Wraithband doesn't feel completely necessary to me. I mean, Slayer's going to struggle to gap that distance. It looks like he's going to go for 2 of them regardless. So if Sladen tries to commit onto him when he's got these 2 Wraithbands, he can just hold his ground, right?
Yeah, exactly. Very strong. You also just have Cookie level 1 on Stinger, which normally isn't the case. Like, you'd like to have Scatterblast, but it is a decent amount of damage if you can catch the 2 heroes. They want to make sure to get the... Oh, there's one. Allows you to get a couple auto attacks as well. So a little bit of harassment coming out. Top lane, you do have Schofield doing his best to deal with the Undying. He does go ahead get the block there on that small camp, though.
JZ pauses his career for a moment. Didn't want Winterwyvern to be able to grab that one. He's got a lot more movement speed than Schofield, but he doesn't have the kill potential. If he runs into any trouble, I feel as if he's just going to be able to TP away. At least in another 10 seconds from now. He doesn't go too aggressive onto MJZ.
Oh my gosh, KXY? Dude. Oh, I saw his health bar go down once, and then I looked mid lane, he just takes 2 more side blaze.
Calculated. He holds on to that Fairy Fire. He knew exactly how much damage that was going to do to him. The most calm man you've ever seen.
Ooh, tower shot there.
Misses.
So at least he's got the Quas regen plus the tower and a Tango. He'll be back up to full health in no time. Unless, of course, you take a bunch of Psyblades.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Tau, he is clean. Giving
Oh
KXY.
my god, dude. This is like one of the most frustrating things to be playing against as a TA. He will go ahead and tornado for the last hit there. All right, well played by KXY.
Well played by Tao, man.
Yeah, they're both doing well. I mean, it is a TA. Jerry?
Jerry? What are you doing, man? You're missing that Slardar kill. Basic stuff, but that one, I think it just comes back to being able to stand your ground there on the Drow Ranger. I mean, Slardar, I think you came up to him, he whacked him once, and he realized it was a horrible idea because he got 8 armor right now on the Drow Ranger.
Yeah.
He's 2 radiants.
Yeah, man, that's what I was talking about. You have a lot of damage to work with, so like a trading with either of these heroes is really good for the Drow Ranger, especially with the Snapfire here. Like, they have to come forward and get in range for these multi-shots and auto attacks.
Yeah. Sladen, he tries to get a couple auto attacks off, and he gets that bash the deep proc off onto Stinger, but he's got to be careful. I mean, Tomato, he showed Sarda what he was able to do to him last time. Now that he's level 3 and he's got more slow with frost arrows. It's even worse.
I love the 2 points in frost arrows.
Well, look what's happening down here in the bottom. What is going on? Sacred ends up pausing on him. That's got to be coincidental, but the Undying, he's trying to deny himself to the tower over here in Schofield. I think he saw it coming. And tried to get the Arctic burn off and get the auto attack and get the XP and gold. I think he did actually get the XP from that one. He was in range.
It looks like he's in range considering where the body of the Undying is.
Yeah. We can find out maybe in just a second. I didn't tap him before.
Death recap, not going to show up.
There won't be a death recap probably.
Yeah, there is 0 everything. He just lost 19 gold. This probably doesn't show on the death recap, but
no, fight recap is what it will show.
Or yeah, the fight. Yeah, I got the fight recap. It said 0, but he might have gotten the experience. I'm not entirely sure. Stinger and Sladen trading blows, but you got multi-shot available. You could cookie away as well. Just being a little bit careful here. Tomato with the frost arrow damage, doing pretty okay.
Yep. And Sacred just realizing that Split Earth would have been off the mark. It's only level 1 for the EOU and cash into it, not very big. 4 minutes. Mid-range.
Power Rune's top, and it's a haste for TA.
Hey,
and it's gone.
I was curious as to why TA didn't have the bottle yet, but it's because she opted to go these double Wraith bands. I guess just worried about the amount of harass potentially coming off of this. Whoa!
Where was that? All the way behind the tower. Just gets soul ripped down, I suppose. MJZ just chasing him down. Level 2 soul rip, that'll do it.
Yeah.
It literally shows his 81 damage from the Undying because it's assuming he had no health.
Yep. He'll come right back with a vengeance as well. Has a bottle in his inventory too. He's taking a decent chunk of harass here, MJC. We'll have to get back. Time dilation means he's not going to be able to get his spell offs again.
There's 2 mangoes on the Undying. He wants to be able to contest these bounty runes. Will Soul Rip himself. Needs the mana for decays or he's going to go down here. Does catch the first. Okay, MJZ just got baited super hard.
Yep.
I don't know what that was about.
If I was too far gone, Schofield just taunting him, sitting in front of the room, not picking up right away. In the bottom lane, Tomato grabbing yet another kill here.
And TA gets the first kill in the mid lane. Sladen, he's got to be careful. All right, Drow's not going to chase further since there is a big creep wave here, but Tao gets the kill in mid lane. That gives him his level 6. So the Psionic Trap's going to start plaguing the whole river and the mid lane, which means Invoker, no way to really fight here anymore.
Yep. This is why going this double, or Tomato went the double Wraith Band. I was a little bit surprised at why he went for 2 of them, given the fact that Slardar is going to struggle to gap that distance. But Sacred, he ends up getting punished for the fact that he went 2 points in the Diabolic Edict. It's going to do a fraction of the damage because he's got these Wraith Bands. Each one of them giving him 1.5 points of armor, then the 5 agility, which is almost another full point.
Double damage.
Yeah, well, each Wraith Band is 2 armor.
It's like almost 2.5.
Yeah, so it's really nice. Like you're sitting at 12 armor on the Phantom Assassin right now. Top lane, some fighting happening. MJZ falling low once again, but he's keeping himself alive. Decay in 7 seconds. They're trying to peel Kataro off of this Faceless Void. Tombstone goes down, not on the high ground for some reason. He's being a little bit conservative with that. Schofield does have a Splinter Blast, but the bash, are you kidding me? Triple bash coming out there from the Faceless Void.
That was illegal. We're going to need a Dota 2 referee to look at that one.
Yeah.
He does go down, though, to Schofield nonetheless.
Nice rotation there from the Invoker, but oh my gosh, those bashes.
It gives him the tip. You know what? And when you're good, you're good. You just bash when you need it. Bottom lane, looks like Sacred's about to drop.
It's Stinger. He's going to get one more auto attack off. Oh my gosh. And diving under the tower is going to be Tomato with that brand new level 6. Not even brand new. He's almost level 7 now. He is 4-0-1 in this game. And he's going to take a tower. Unless someone comes down here, this catapult is going to just make quick work of it.
That was absolutely insane damage underneath the tower as well, doing almost 200 a second on the Drow Ranger already. That marksmanship coming into play. And Leshrac going down there because he was slightly off the mark with the split earth. He probably thought that Snapfire he was going to walk forward in between those auto attacks.
Will he get another bash? Kataro, he could chrono if he wants to, but there's the bash. He's eventually going to be able to chase him down. He's going to go ahead and drop that cold embrace, but will eventually go down here to the Faceless Void. Okay, eventually going to go down. There it is. Leshrac, bottom lane, dies again behind the tower. Oh, he just TP'd here.
Yep, seconds ago. And so this will get the tower up to Tomato. They do have Fortify available. Buy them a little bit of time here. But please use the Fortify.
Tombstone on the high ground here, preventing any aggression as KXY rotated up again. And they're just free. Like, net worth wise, the Drow Ranger is crushing it. Oh, he just gets the D ward by it, and he walks up, places a ward, MJZ destroys it, and now this Tombstone still sitting on the high ground, causing so much havoc. Finally goes down.
Both these safe lane carries having amazing games. Drow Ranger obviously a bit better of a time. Almost 5
I've never seen this net worth like this.
Not at this point in the game, no. I mean, he's missed a couple of last hits, but it's all been because he's been getting kills in the meantime and just going for stats on stats and stats. 2 Wraith Bands, Magic Wand, Power Treads, double Band of Elskin into that Dragonlance. I'm curious to what he's going to build next year.
You just go Dragonlance. And oh, he has the full dragon. Okay, you just go Halberd. You need the Force Staff 100% this game. You can't play this game without the Force Staff. So I think you just go the Dragonlance so that you have the safety net, and then you can just build more damage. Because at this point, Drow Ranger with the Dragonlance isn't going to die.
Yep. Right,
or I keep saying Dragonlance with a Halberd. Oh my gosh. What is the name of this item? Hurricane Pike.
Hurricane Pike.
All right, I'm about to get flamed by Twitch chat. It's fine.
That's okay.
Sacred level 5 Tomato coming in bottom lane, but there's gonna be the Faceless Void Chrono. It's a huge bait and a ton of magic damage coming out. Can they save him? The cookie forward? He gets healed. You're kidding me? The wand, the multi-shot comes out. Tomato, can he bring down Sacred? He does. Tau rotating over the Mortimer Kisses. Get level 6 on Stinger. He's gonna be able to trade a 2-for-2. Somehow turning it around despite what was gonna be an absolute disaster. They get Tomato's Drow Ranger at the end of the day. A huge win here for the side of Thunder Predator.
Yeah, I mean, that counted as a 3-for-1 trade because the slaughter was lost originally for some reason, looking at this fight recap. But they really need to slow down Tomato. I feel like if he had another neutral item, that fight might have gone his way. You know, the poor man shield for a little bit of damage block or a little bit more HP. Stop myself short here because Leshrac is getting gone on here by KXY, but he is forced to get back.
Is he hasted? Yeah, okay. I was like, what is this guy? How is he so quick? Just haste rune Invoker, just juking in and out of the fights. He doesn't have another urn, so it's not an easy kill for him to find right now.
Yeah, and they are slowed down a little bit. This tower, I imagine, will be cleared up not long after Sacred clears out the creep wave with this lightning storm. Whisper?
Is that Arena? Not even, just dies to Tomato. Okay, so this is a problem. You have a level 9 Drow who has 6,500 net worth. Normally your TA right now should be like eclipsing everybody, but it is just not happening. Winter Wyvern trying to get a spell off, but just gets bashed back to back by the Face Void. And now Whisper down here by himself. He's gonna go down as well. Okay. Leshrac, mid lane, manages to find a kill onto Stinger. This game is a bloodbath. It is 11 minutes in, and there is 25 kills. What is going on?
People are just dying all over the map. I mean, the shopkeeper, he's gonna be pretty happy about this one. He's making bank from these town portal scrolls as people come back into the game.
He's like, yes, thank you, sir. I'll take that.
Off you go again. I'll see you in what, 90 seconds when this, or sorry, 80 seconds when the town portal goes off cooldown again. You need another.
Tao blinks right into KXY, who's invis. I mean, Tao is almost level 12 now, so this is the TA situation where she has blink, gonna go for the Desolator. She's very high leveled after those 2 team fights, right? The big team fight bottom where Drow goes down, and then another rotation there, killing the supports in the bottom lane, or the support in the bottom lane gets the tower, and then also the Mars. Like a ton of extra experience going her way that normally wouldn't have had.
Yep. Oh no.
Sacred is having a rough one.
KXY manages to find that kill. It's fine if you distribute the gold a little bit. Didn't need that kill as well here on the Drow Ranger. The Yasha he ends up having, and he is going for that Hurricane Pike like you talked about. But I think the Yasha first is a decent choice, being able to move around the map and farm a little bit faster, because they're still not able to get on top of him or take the fights into him. Now that he sees the Blink Dagger on the Templar Assassin, the Hurricane Pike will come in handy though.
Yeah, absolutely. Mid lane Invoker just casually drive-by courier snipe. Nicely done. He's getting close to the vessel. 500 gold away. His courier is dead for another minute and a half, but once you have that vessel, this game becomes very strong for the Invoker. We've already seen what he's been doing so far this game. He's, you know, struggling in net worth compared to the Templar Assassin, but does have a lot of impact with just those spells. Oh, speaking of the Invoker, he's going to have to drop the Ice Wall on the Slaughter. The Urn, the Cold Snap is there. MJZ rotating over. TA trying to get in range as well. Nice Deafening Blast from KXY. Psionic Trap slowing him down even more, plus the Undying Zombies. Whisper just whiffs the spear. It looks like they don't want to... They're a little bit afraid to continue fighting here, as MJZ is just this giant abomination. The Mortimer Kisses are out, but they're just gone. They've disengaged completely. Cold Snap, multi-shot. Okay, Undying. It might go down to that meatball burn, but the Chrono on the backside, he catches the Winter Wyvern and the Invoker. He only gets one, but the arena is there. Kataro stuck inside the Doom Sphere. Is now Sacred's going to go down as well. KXY. Just baiting it, man. Just baiting it. Triple kill for Tomato on the Drow Ranger. Make it an Ultra.
And Tao, all he can do is run. He's got to get out of there. He is terrifying. Beautiful arena set up there by Whisper, and the Alacrity onto him by the Invoker, just allowing him to do even more damage, raining arrows on them inside of that. Tao, you don't want this. You got to get out of here. You can't possibly stand up to Drow Ranger. Not with Whisper here as well. He's going to spare you into the tree.
He has a Lincoln, or like he has a Blink Dagger now, which just makes it super difficult.
Yeah. And Hurricane Pike is just about finished here for the Drow Ranger. Just like you talked about, there it is, being flown out to him right now.
It's going to be such a huge pickup this game, because the biggest thing is just keeping distance between you and Leshrac. Mid lane, speaking of Leshrac, a couple quick auto attacks. Good night, sir. That's the nice rotation from KXY, sniping from the trees. That long range Cold Snap, and they lose Undying as well. Tao sitting on the high ground, watching as his team just dies. He misses the first Melt Strike and a Cold Embrace, and the Winter's Curse comes in. They're just going to turn it around. Tao speared into the wall. The follow-up, a beautiful gust from Tomato, holding Slardar at bay, and now Tao, the most farmed hero in the on the Dire side, just dies, and Tomato picks it up of all people. Mega kill, 11, 1, and 6.
The only time they managed to get him is they committed everybody and every ability onto him in the bottom lane, still managed to take down 2 first. This feels like
he found Slade, and you got no mana left, sir. He's gonna hit himself with an Alacrity, but it's kind of just a bait, I think, as Drow Ranger gets 4-staff forward. Multi-shot is there. Another Spirit Vessel. Dude, the damage from this Drow is ridiculous. Schofield takes that one, but it's fine. Feeling very strong now on the side of Beast Coast. So 4,000 gold lead. Surprisingly not that far ahead, but it feels like a mountain.
Yeah, I mean, all the net worth it is on the Drow Ranger, but my God, is it ridiculous. Right now, they're struggling to get on top of her. You need so many more items to deal with this. You're going to need Blink Daggers on Templar Assassin, maybe even one on Faceless Void, one on Leshrac in order to deal with this, but right now, there's no solution.
Look at KXY. He's sitting behind enemy lines here. Has this 6 charges of Spirit Vessel. He's just waiting for Sacred to cut him through the trees. That's exactly what he does. He blocks off the escape. Where are you going to go, buddy? Oh my gosh. They may have come a little bit too far as they fortify the tower. That multi-shot doing some damage, but A nice disengage here from Beast Coast is, you know, it's kind of getting funny, but they also don't want to throw this game. Tornado EMP. Goodbye mana. Restores quite a bit there for KXY. Is that a regen? Oh my god. Well, he bottled it on Whisper rather than giving it to his boy. All right, never mind.
Opposite side of the map, Guitarro doing all he can to try and catch up, but they're on to him right now. KXY following him. He's haunted. Spooky Ghost is on him. Unfortunately, Drow Ranger, he just wants to focus on the CS, not going to be able to catch back up to him. Thinks better of it, and he's going to know that he's here now. Yeah, I knew something was amiss. There was something in the air over there.
Yep. It makes sense. Like, you see them disengage from bottom. It's just too dangerous to go anywhere near that tower.
Yep. I mean, you want a little bit more map control right now, but it's just not worth potentially going down again. You need that Manta style on as quickly as possible so you can fight in the Drow without being silenced.
Ooh, a nice Ring of Aquila there for the Faceless Void. He is very far in himself. He's got the Mask of Madness. He's going for that Manta style, which he almost has completed, just about 700 gold away. Bottom lane, they're going to be able to find the Leshrac once again. The Tornado EMP, the Cold Snap Spirit Vessel. Cool guys don't look at explosions because he's going to drop that Tornado at the end. KXY, mega kill. Even a Sunstrike, why not? This guy, he's just trying to have a fun time. There's going to be the Alacrity, drops a Tombstone on the high ground, but Schofield predicts it and puts a Sentry up there immediately. Now they're going to be able to get that Tombstone as well as the D-Ward.
Well, you'd think so. For some reason, they leave it up there. That way, they don't know they know the sentry's up there, and so they leave it.
KXY finds Guitarro top lane. Whisper is here. Blink forward. Arena Spear. Goodbye. Faces Boy, you not have a lot to work with. He could potentially go for a Crow, but the mana. None left in the tank as the EMP snaps just in time. You get a Roshan on Tau. Okay.
Not quite in time to catch that one out. Tau, that was an incredible find right there. I mean, the guy is very lucky to find an Imp Claw just after getting his Desolator. I don't think without that would have happened. I mean, any other neutral item, they wouldn't had enough time. They were right in there.
It's the triple Meld Strike for Roshan, right? You sit in there, wait for Meld to refresh, and then double Meld Strike, third Meld Strike off cooldown. With the Desolator, it has almost no armor at all. And TA is able to bring it down.
I don't think
he gets found by a sentry, but he's not really that scared. They just blow up the Undying. The multi-shot damage from this Drow is too much for them.
Yeah, Drow doesn't even have any neutral items, still sitting on his Iron Talon. I mean, if he managed to find Imp Claw of his own or a Ring of Aquila, things are even scarier here.
They're going to move bottom lane, look for the next tower, but guess what? Schofield, he's looking for the winner's curse target. He gets the Leshrac. The bash is completely going the other way. The Tornado into the Mortimer kisses the AoE silence. Oh my god, they just do it all. Beast Coast.
Oh my god, this combination, they can't do anything. The AoE damage is absolutely insane. Their backs are against the wall here on Thunder Predator. Tau, he's doing his best, but he just can't find the recovery for them. It's always one step forward, two steps back here.
It is, yeah, it really is an 8,000 gold lead now. The fact, I mean, I'm going to give props to Thunder Predator. The fact that this gold lead isn't like 10 to 15,000 at this point, that's what I would have expected. Schofield's still stuck on the high ground, by the way, until he has Arctic Burn in 3 seconds. But yeah, this has been a wild ride for Beast Coast. They are just very happy about the state of this game. Tombstone up on the high ground now, just gonna get shredded by the Drow Ranger. Tries to heal it, but it doesn't matter. Those illusions just make quick work. Tau silenced off the backside, does have Blink, could chase forward. Cookie trying to keep him out. Sladen goes in, gets the bash. Does have the Hurricane Pike, but gets speared against the wall on the TA. You're dead. Sladen goes down as well. That's going to be the Aegis. MJZ trying to come and do what he can, but the Drow Ranger's damage just too damn much. A gust hits the TA. In comes Guitarro. He finally gets the Chronosphere. Is there a save? A great cookie comes out from Stinger. Drow Ranger falling low. They get the raid boss finally, but it's a loss of 3 heroes already, and it might be more as Tau caught by the Invoker, and Guitarro just can't do anything to this Mars. 11 HP on Stinger. He's able to get away. A sentry already placed. Tau caught by the body slam of Snapfire. Caught once again on the Faceless Void. He digs in his face. Guitarro trying to bring down the Snapfire. Gets a nice little bash there, but 4 heroes About to be a fifth, potentially. MJZ, he's respawned, so has Sladen. This fight has gone on for so damn long. Tornado coming in. Kataro gets triple bashes onto the Invoker, takes down KXY. It's just Whisper, the solo hero left. Spears that Faceless Void away as he is the only way he goes down here. Winter Wyvern, he's gonna go for it. The Winter's Curse onto the Faceless Void. A bash comes out. He doesn't get the bonus damage on in. Kataro time walks it off. He goes up onto the, or goes down to the low ground. Schofield does not have a lot to work with, and now Sacred's alive. The entire Dire team has respawned. Winter Wyvern stuck out by himself. He goes down, and now Whisper, who has survived it all, somehow still alive. But Drow Ranger comes back in. Tomato? Be very careful, sir. He's gonna die back. You're joking. Oh my goodness. Thunder Predator somehow turning this game around. Whisper with the defensive arena, just standing his ground with a blink in from Sladen. An absolute disaster for a series of events. How does this happen?
It happens, you just stay for way too long. I mean, the first time you lose the Drow Ranger, that's when you have to get back. She is holding the entirety of your team's net worth. If she's down, you accept the fight is over, but they just kept wanting more. They got the disease of capitalism here on Beast Coast, Ricky.
Dude, they managed to find Stinger here as well. A blink in from Sladen, but there's going to be a Cold Snap Spirit Vessel onto him. Kataro, very farmed. A nice Ghost Scepter to buy him some time. Winter Wyvern's here as well. Doing what she can, but a Tombstone dropped on the high ground. Snapfire, can they get the Slardar? He's wiggling away. The melee range Mortimer Kiss is going to do it. But
that last, I think it is finally over. But that last team fight, Ricky, that was more than 8,000 XP swing in the favor of Thunder Predator. More than 4,000 gold going their way as well. Just, you thought the game was practically over at that point, but they're back in it now. And Faceless Void, not somebody you want to play into in the late game. You want to close this out as quickly as possible with the Drow Ranger. MJZ, just a footnote on things that are happening as he goes down there.
He's styling this game. They're looking top for the Faceless Void. They have everything available. The arena would be more than enough, but they want to get this tower as well. That was just such a extended fight there for the side of Beast Coast. Drow, like Tomato, walking back in and just dying is such an issue because what was, I mean, you saw the fight go up and they were like, wow, we're almost 10k ahead now, and then, you know, you just die back basically on the Drow, and suddenly it's only a 4,000 gold lead. Faceless Void, he has items. Like, he's about to have an Eye of Scotty and just about, you know, 1,800 gold. It's not about to, but, you know, he'll get it reasonably soon.
He's out leveling Drow Ranger right now. 17 on Drow Ranger, the 19 on Faceless Void. I mean, you might have just lost the game by dying twice like that. The first time you kind of excuse if your team disengages after you go down, but the second time just like that, you have to understand just how much you're worth when you go down.
Yeah, and like you said, the experience, it was what, 8,000 experience swinging to the Dire there?
Yep. From that one fight. That was with only one death of the Drow Ranger, not two. My God. Imclaw now found them not having actual tier 2 neutral items just because they were taking the fight so far into the enemy side of the map. But time for recovery here on Beast Coast. Regroup.
Ooh, they're baiting the Invoker with these couriers. He gets found in the mid lane. Sacred doesn't have a Yules, but the slow comes out. Sladen, no blink, gonna hit him with that Corrosive Haze, and Invoker's gonna go down here. I'm assuming no Force Staff cookies. They're looking for him. He has Chrono, but he's opting not to use it quite yet. He gets the spear into the wall. Does he have any way to get out of this? The Faceless Void, another time walk, a great gust, but he gets all of his health back. The Winter's Curse from Schofield, the saving grace for this Drow Ranger. She was certainly gonna get chronoed there. A 3-for-1 again favoring Thunder Predator. They are on the back foot. Sladen once again getting this Corrosive Haze. Whisper almost nowhere to go. There's going to be the clumsy net. Kataro going to close the gap. Spears him down. Buybacks on KXY. He can potentially find the Faceless Void here. He is silenced up for the time being. Does have Chronosphere. You got to be careful. You can't afford to die back here. He time walks in. You're going to go down. That's a die back on the Invoker.
He's down now for 75 seconds, and the net worth lead is all but closed. Only 1k up now on Beast Coast, and God knows they're going to close that when they're farming the map right now. Drow Ranger doing everything he can with the last couple of items, but, you know, I think he's missed his timing at this point. Going for this Eye of Scotty, it's not going to make that big of a difference. At this point, just able to run directly at the Drow Ranger in these team fights. That one fight over inside the triangle, I think that cost them everything.
Yeah, it really might have. Like we said, those 2 deaths back to back on the Drow Ranger. not only are you not farming, but the amount of gold and experience specifically that you gave the cores on Thunder Predator, it feels so hard to come back from. You have, you know, this level 20 now on the Faceless Void. He's finished the Eye of Scotty, an item that just crushes ranged heroes.
And that is a 10-second Roshan respawn. Invoker's still going to be dead for another 20 seconds now that it's up. And they're going to be able to clear this incredibly quickly with the Templar Assassin.
Yeah.
Schofield now dead as well. He doesn't have buyback either. Winter's Curse is the one thing they would have needed to be able to take this.
Yeah. This is... Honestly, Thunder Predator are about to snowball the next 5 minutes of this game so hard. You have so much minus armor on these heroes, these supports. Anyone except the Drow Ranger is basically food for the side of Thunder Predator to get themselves Aegis and the Cheese. Kataro is going to grab the Aegis. He's looking for a chrono target. KXY would be a perfect one. Doesn't want to risk it, though. MJZ might go down to the multi-shot. Mortar Kisses just committed. Stinger now needs to run forced after the low ground. They get something at least.
Knows better, or sorry, Kataro knows better than to jump down onto the low ground there onto the Snapfire. Doesn't want to get punished by the Drow Ranger. In fact, they keep eyes on him, but he's got the Manta style now. They do silence him. He's able to just time walk down onto the low ground there. Things looking pretty even, but it's definitely going to favor Thunder Predator right now. I mean, Drow Ranger, she's where the majority of your damage is going to come from. They can run at her pretty uncontested at the moment. And, like we talked about, the 50% slow from the Eye of Scotty.
Yeah.
Places on top of him.
I mean, look at your cores this game. It's Invoker and Drow. This is value. Kataro, he's found the Drow Ranger. The Chrono, he just comes out, but he's going to try to find the right one. Beautiful Spear comes in from Whisper. The Chrono Spear basically wasted. You've lost Leshrac on the backside. Schofield trying to keep himself alive. Does have a cold embrace. The Faceless Void doing his absolute best to stay on the Drow, but there's an arena. They don't get the spear this time. Able to time walk out of it. Can Tomato escape this Faceless Void? The slows are just too damn much. Stinger goes down. Kataro still on the chase. 2 for 2 fights so far. Another spirit comes out. They buy back on the Snapfire, but again, Faceless Void. This time walk range, he gets away. Cold Snap. There's going to be the Spirit Vessel as well. The slows, the damage, it's there, but Tao somewhat close to Kataro. He just goes back in. He has the Aegis. He doesn't care. They're trying to set this up for his team. You got to be careful. Drow Ranger just chews through the Undying. A nice tornado. Stinger, he's going to die. Tao's grabbed him.
And both teams, they walk back off after that one. That entire fight, Kotaro just on Drow Ranger. And because of that, them not being able to really blow up either this Templar Assassin or the Faceless Void. I mean, he just needs to stay on his target while TA works on the rest of the heroes on Beast Coast.
I mean, you now have 2 really farmed cores on the side of Thunder Predator. Like, they've been farmed and getting farmed the whole game, but they are Drow Ranger level farm, and that is the big issue. KXY, he knows he's here, but he doesn't have a chrono. They're looking for someone. He walks into a sentry, gets a first hit bash. KXY caught by the Crows of Haze as well. A huge winner's curse. They get beat down by both TA and Faceless Void. You lose the Invoker in the end. Tomato now has to run for his life. There's a Faceless Void in pursuit. He has nothing left. He has cheese. Can he eat it? He will. Time walks himself away. He's trying to escape. TA knows she has some impact here as well, but not a lot of mana. He'll just disengage, exchange those 2 for 1.
Yeah, that's a story of this game. Net worth lead going just a little bit the way of Beast Coast after that, or sorry, net worth in the team fight. XP a little bit their way too. Grabbing that Leshrac in the slaughter is a pretty big deal. Telescope now found for Drow Ranger. Exactly what she needed to help her stay further away from Faceless Void. But once Void is got this BKB, I think it's going to be too difficult for Drow Ranger to keep him off him. I mean, Marcus has been doing some excellent work keeping Tomato safe in these fights, and the BKB on Faceless Void and that 50% slow on a Drow Ranger, there's no getting away anymore. Spear is not going to be able to save you.
Yeah, the only reason that Drow Ranger didn't die at that Roche pit was because Whisper had a fantastic spear, then an arena, and then another spear, right? The Faceless Void could not stick on the Drow Ranger, but as you point out, that BKB changes everything.
Yeah, now they're having damage problems bringing down the Faceless Void as well. Drow needs to be able to sit outside of the AoE where marksmanship is disabled. It's only Drow that has the damage to bring down the Faceless Void. So if he's walking at him and within that 400 AoE, it is not going to happen. Fights feel so difficult. Beast Coast, they've been playing them fairly well, other than that one that happens at the Dire Triangle, but it barely even matters anymore. And this is same sort of mistake that I saw.
Stinger, blink stun, they caught him. Gets the Ghost Scepter off, and he's going to have a Force Staff to make it up to the high ground too. The Spirit does catch the Slardar. Nice reaction time there from the boys. Arena comes down. They're going to try and do what they can to bring down the Slardar. It's not the biggest kill in the world, but you'll definitely take it. You got to get something here. There's a Tombstone on the high ground, which means it's pretty much a no fight zone now for Beast Coast. Winner's Curse still available, though. Tao, he's looking for these guys. He's okay to jump in. He's going to find Snapfire. There's going to be the Ghost Scepter once again. Kataro goes in. Ooh, he's trying to fake the chrono. KXY is going to go ahead and hit him up with that Cold Snap. The Spirit Vessel Tornado is there as well. TA pinned back against the wall. Fight happening in completely different areas. The counter Winter's Curse. I don't know what this chrono... It doesn't catch the Winter Wyvern. What do you expect? He does have a Manta. He can just turn around and run, but Undying not going to be as lucky. A 2-for-1 again favoring Beast Coast. Then go down. He just goes down on Sacred Faces Void. You're going to have to BKB and run here. Whispers caught him. Yep, there's the BKB. Not opting to TP quite yet. Will just there he goes. Now he's going to go ahead time walk TP out. Thunder Predator struggling to close it out.
Yeah, I mean, you can't use the Chronosphere on anybody other than the Drow Ranger. If you use it on Invoker, it doesn't matter that much, I feel. Again, KXY, he has a decent impact in this game, but he's not Drow Ranger. I think you just have to save it for him. If you don't get Winter Wyvern in it alongside the Invoker, I mean, just like I said, he's going to drop that Winter's Curse on you.
There's also, yeah, it's like there's also the fact that anyone you chrono is probably just going to get Winter's Cursed or Cold Embraced. Yeah. So it's very difficult. TA top lane has that Meld Dispels talent, making it really easy to remove that Spirit Vessel. Yeah. She's almost 25. Both her and Faceless Void are closing in on level 25.
The backtrack is going to do a lot of work here against the Drow Ranger, making it that much easier or that much harder for him to be killed. Makes it easier to walk right into him. Templar Assassin as well. Probably go for that Meld Hit Bash. Make it easier for him to blow up these heroes. Invoker especially. Well, things have slowed down finally. I mean, so many kills have happened in this game. 79 deaths here in the 33-minute game.
Yeah, this might be one of the bloodiest matches we've seen in a while. I mean, like we said, at the 11 minutes mark, there was like, what, 25 kills or something?
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, watching these teams play together is always a real treat. Thunder Predator and Beast Coast. Missing some of the players, but doesn't change everything.
Goes up on the high ground. It's going to be a Drow Illusion, so they could potentially find the Snapfire, but they don't want to risk it. Again, this Snapfire's had fantastic reactions with the Ghost Scepter this game. Able to make sure that there's no follow-up to just like burst her down. Sidar steals an Invis rune there.
Runs right back through the river. He's going for a Ghost Scepter himself, is worried about the amount of damage that comes out from his Drow Ranger. A number of... I think they'll probably pick one up on every hero here eventually. I mean, if Drow Ranger is able to get on top of you now or starts attacking you once or twice, you essentially just die. It'd be even worse once this Chrysalis and turns into a Daedalus.
Yeah. You have the Alacrity attack speed and damage talent for KXY, so even more for the Drow Ranger to buff her up. We see, if she's able to just lay into one hero, how little survivability they actually have.
Finally, feel confident enough to play on Thunder Predator's side of the map again. They shoved out this bottom lane here. If they'd managed to get a Rax earlier, this game would have been a lot easier. But
look at that win probability, man. It was almost at like 90%, almost 20 minutes into the game here for Beast Coast, and now it's just about even again.
Yeah, you make a single mistake with this kind of a Drow lineup, you definitely pay for it. Multi teams are going to play around the Roche Pit right now, waiting for this next spawn. I believe it'll be Aegis Cheese and either Refresher Shard or Aghanim's Blessing.
Yep, you are correct. Should be third Roche. Ag's Blessing this game is really value. There's a lot of big Aghanims in this game. Obviously, the Shrek is super good. The Faceless Void Aghanims is one of the best in the game. You have Cataclysm. Yeah, Templars is a little bit different, but she's just going to go ahead and TP out in the mid lane. Do they have the damage fist? The piercing shots? Drow almost chews through that BKB.
I think
so close.
Another proc of that crit there, things would have been different, or more marksmanship procs.
Ooh, they're looking for Kataro. They could potentially force the BKB, but he's going to get double force staffed out. This is such a good force staff game. We've seen so many force staffs picked up. How many specifically, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's about right. 5 force staffs. That seems pretty good.
Both teams will play a little bit slower for a moment here. Once Roshan respawns, though, both teams are going to want it so badly. You know, like we talked about, so many heroes here that really want the Aghanim Scepter. I'm not sure if they'll give it to Snapfire or they'll give it to... Actually, it's good on everybody. Let's be real. Other than Winter Wyvern, it would be amazing on him. But Snapfire, not Mars, Snapfire, Drow, or Invoker all need it very badly.
Yep. All right. They managed to catch Sacred here on Leshrac. He does have Guardian Greaves, but never going to get a chance to use it as the spear comes in from Whisper. And he just gets melted.
I'm surprised they dropped Mortimer Kisses on that one, but I guess just looking to take it out as quickly as possible. Roshan is going to respond in 3 seconds, too. So Leshrac, no buyback available. They're going to be happy to take this fight 4v5 inside the pit.
Yeah. That was my thought, is they just want to secure a kill and hope that Roshan is coming up, and it does favor them exactly. And they do have a trap in here, so the Dire know that this is happening, but it is going down so quick. Illusions on the high ground being scouted, or scouting out the Undying. He's just going to go down, potentially the Chrono. He snatches the Aegis. You're kidding me. Kataro trying to turn this fight around. He gets the Force Staff out, but Kataro, he's done so much work already, and now they're going to be able to jump on top of Tomato. The Winter's Curse is there, but guess who doesn't care? The BKB TA, the arena, giving him the space. He's still surviving on the Drow Ranger, but he's got to be careful. Kataro, he's in pursuit. Sladen stuck inside of an ice wall. He's going to go down now. Kataro, his Aegis, it's melted. The 2 buybacks are trying to get back in this fight. Thunder Predator, they've got to find something here. You've got no Chrono. The silence is on the faces. Void, his second death. He's dead. No buyback. MJZ on the low ground goes down as well. Tau, he blinks in on. It's just a slaughter. Beast Coast, they do it despite all odds.
The amazing deafening blast inside that pit. They couldn't quite bring down the Roshan. The snatch of the Aegis didn't matter because Drow still managed to get the cheese and stayed alive because of it. The game would have been over just like that if they could bring down the Drow Ranger, but here they go. They're pushing the high ground. There's nothing they can do. Buyback's not available. It's all going to be over.
That was incredible. What an amazing fight here. I'm pretty sure round off this game. I don't know what else is going to happen here. You have 60 seconds, no buybacks on any of your cores. They're going to go straight tier 4s as expected. And god dang, that was an amazing game here. Beast Coast, you know, they had it in the very beginning, early stages, almost through it. Thunder Predator with some really big fights. But that is going to do it. Objective gaming here. The GGs are called, and Beast Coast will take the series 2-0 over Thunder Predator.
Amazing gameplay out of Whisper here. I mean, Tomato, he did great on the Drow Ranger. He had a great farm, but just kept alive fight after fight because of the positioning and abilities used here by Whisper. Amazing gameplay on this Mars. Definitely the MVP of this match and the one thing that kept them in it, keeping this Faces Void at bay.
It really was. It was the Mars and Schofield. Schofield had a number of incredible Winter's Curses, all of which basically either securing multiple kills or saving this Drow Ranger. And there we have it. I mean, a game that is just a roller coaster on the net worth and experience graphs, but incredible performance from Beast Coast. An amazing attempt coming in here from Thunder Predator. I don't know how they stayed in that game as long as they did, but that is one of my favorite games of the entire tournament so far, without a doubt.
Always a pleasure to watch Beast Coast versus Thunder Predator, even if they're missing a couple players. But it's been a real treat casting today, Ricky. That does end off the night, as you said. Tell the people what we got coming up tomorrow.
Oh, I'd be happy to. Tomorrow's going to be a fantastic day. More Dota 2 action coming your way. 4 best of 2s. And we're going to start it off with Team Brazil versus 4 Zoomers. So we got Arkosh versus Thunder Predator, Beast Coast versus Team Jaguares Gaming, and Sad Boys versus 5-Man Midas. So a lot of great series happening tomorrow. I'm always excited to be casting with you, Neph, but that will do it for us here at the BTS Pro Series Season 4 Americas. Thank you so much for Monster Energy for sponsoring this tournament, keeping us energized throughout the day, because we, holy crap, did we need it. An amazing series of Dota today, and a lot more coming tomorrow. Neph, any final words before we take off?
I think that's basically it from me. Shout out to one of the players on my team, Logical Dota 2. It's actually his birthday today. Man turned 18. I believe he's streaming on Twitch. You guys should check him out if you got nothing else to do. Otherwise, stick around. There's some Southeast Asia Dota coming up in a few hours.
Poggies, happy birthday, sir. All right, that's going to do it for us here. If you guys are not following Neph, definitely make sure to check him out here on Twitch and on Twitter at Neph Sensei. And you can check me out as well at Rkryptic at both spots. But we are going to call it a night. We will see you all tomorrow, same place, same time. Thank you all for tuning in. You have a wonderful night.